Good afternoon, everybody. Here we are. We're building more steps in our trail.
Rock Creek Trail.
The Rock Creek Trail. And I wanted to bring out a little Bob Ross here. This is Keith, but his specialty is Bob Ross. So we have a strange looking log that we found. In fact, it happens to be a piece of a sassafras tree.
It's a happy little log.
It's a happy little log. And we were trimming off the bark, and it smells wonderful like root beer. That's what sassafras is.
Yes.
And we have this curve, and then also right down there we have a knot that's sticking out. And so what does Bob Ross say?
There's no mistakes, only happy little accidents.
So
we're gonna use the happy little stump and dig a little bitty hole for it to sit in. A little home.
A little home.
A little home for the happy little stump.
Maybe squirrels will someday.
Squirrels will live on the little sassafras root.
And then we were just setting that there. We got.
And the rock came out.
Oh, there's a rock there?
Yeah.
So now we're just setting it right in the hole.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't have to dig in there perfectly because we're going to put dowels around it still. But now, that accident is going to help this actually be stronger. And now this curve, because usually everyone wants to build everything and they want it to be perfectly straight and all that.
We're not building the piano, we're just building the trail.
And the curve actually adds some personality to this situation. Okay, so now what we're doing is we just dug out a little trench. And what are we doing next, Keith?
Now we got to put some dowels in behind it.
We're going to put in some dowels. And we've collected some dowels already. And
something like that. And maybe that one.
And here's our
hammer-ish. And I'm going to go up here behind the root.
Oh,
or the vine.
We also have a vine. We're using the vine not as a support, but more as almost a decorative piece or a guide.
Like a guide. Ouch.
And we love the vines. While he's doing that, we have vines on this trail that are just absolutely beautiful. And like right there around this tree, you see those vines going up? The vines are a nice memory because when we were kids, we would see these vines. I don't know how we're still alive, but we'd see vines up in a tree kind of like that, and we would kind of yank on it, pull it, and if it was strong enough to support us just for like 3 seconds,
and then that's good enough.
We would cut it, and then we would climb up the hill and just swing down. And only one kid broke his wrist. Of all the many people that swung on the vines, we only had one happy accident.
There was a happy little accident.
But
we laughed.
We swung a lot.
Yes, it was. We'd get 2 or 3 days out of that one vine before it broke.
Yeah,
that's why he broke his wrist.
And usually when they would not just snap though, they would slowly unravel down, and then we would swing out and it would just slowly lower us down, and we're like, oh crap.
It was never a crash. Yeah.
He just happened to slip off, didn't it?
Yeah.
So it wasn't the vine that broke, actually.
No, it was actually his fault.
So maybe Tarzan. I was always wondering, because since we played on vines, Tarzan would just go from one vine to the other. And
we never found that.
No, we looked. I searched.
We looked.
We made the sound.
Yes.
Plenty.
Yes, we made the sound a lot.
Okay, so you got the dowels in.
2. I think I'm going to put 1 in the middle.
All right, because what he was paying attention to was when you hit the dowel in, there's a point when it meets really solid dirt. And the sound changes.
That one made it.
That one did?
That one did not.
That one did not. So when we don't, we want to have another one. Because this, I don't know if you can tell, but this is quite a steep hill. Okay, I'm just going to turn around. And I'm looking straight forward right here. And it's just steep hill. And so people are going to come down this trail and go, oh, then slam and stop right there on these steps. So we definitely want to make them strong.
And this one is another happy little accident. Didn't really make that sound, but it's there.
All right, so we probably need to go get more longer dowels.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how we do a step. That's how we take advantage of our happy little accidents.